we are going to be talking about the topics of education and balancing education with owning a business and bloodborne pathogens,
sanitation,
and why we love the education and institute we went to. Welcome back to another video with me. My name is Diana and I'm your Esty with the bestie. Hello everyone, welcome back to Tea Time with the double D's. We have Diana here. Alright, so today she will be doing my brows and I will be doing her microneedling with our beautiful PDRN serum, oxygen peel, and the BioCell mask. So let's get chit-chatting. Okay, so today we are exchanging treatments and services. So we thought that you guys can join us while we talk. So now you know what we talk about. Anyways, she's doing my brow. Wait, what are we doing? Brow lamination?
brow lamination.
Okay. It's so long.
Feel comfy?
Yes. She's got to take pictures. Okay, let's start with sanitation and bloodborne pathogens. So when we went to school, you know, remember how like we had to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Specifically for microneedling? I have like the craziest story. And okay, I'm not gonna name names or anything because she told me in confidence. But basically she told me that her partner, so she's like in business and she has a partner.
Like a business partner?
Yeah, and they also do like a bunch of like clinical treatments too, but they also have like the Morpheus 8.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, I don't know, something fell through with whatever, and so she couldn't bring the tips in anymore, so then she had to reuse the tips in order for her to, you know, people who booked it from Morpheus 8.
Oh my gosh, she's reusing the tip?
Yeah, and the reason my friend found out was because she Morpheused her face.
Oh my
and then okay, she's never broken out before, and then suddenly she just had massive cystic acne everywhere. And that's how she found out, because one day she's always like the last one to leave the business, but she always goes back at the end of the evening to go back to clean up and make sure everything's like sanitized and properly cleansed, right, as a business owner should. And so when she went back and everyone was gone, she like saw that like one of the cartridges was just drying there. And that's how she found out.
Oh my god.
But
so
wild. So wild. But yeah, that was like the wildest thing that she told me. I was like, I can't believe there are people out there that do that. No, I don't have anything. I just have sunscreen on it.
Just sunscreen?
Yeah. But yeah, that's why I'm like so thankful to go to school and stuff. Even with like all the sanitations that we learned about, like with like the back to set, and then the, oh my gosh, what is that called? The preempt.
That's really crazy how you can do that.
Okay, so let's talk about what proper sanitization really means. So anything that is piercing the skin, how do we have to sanitize? Like that may cause piercing of the skin, like for instance, like something that's like extraction tools.
So for extraction tools, we have to wash it with soap water, and then make sure we dry it and we place it into a chemical sterilant, like preempt. Well, not preempt, but like CS20.
Yeah.
Or HLD5.
Yeah.
And we must follow the guidelines for both soaking time.
Yeah.
So CS20 is 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And HLD5 is 5 minutes.
And that's like so important to know because it's like all like the microbiomes that can be like passed on to someone else. And if we don't like properly sanitize it, like someone with like AIDS or something can be passed on to somebody else. if there was like any liquid contact or like open wounds that can enter into their body. So that's why whenever doing microneedling, the fact that we actually have to penetrate through the skin and break the skin, we cannot reuse.
It's a controlled wound, okay?
Yeah. What did I say? Penetrate through the skin. Okay, but it's true. You do penetrate.
It's true. We do penetrate the skin, but it's also controlled, okay? It's not just a uncontrolled wound, okay?
Miss Green here.
Yeah, we have to make sure.
Miss Green here needs to educate you guys.
Just turn to your side.
Okay, so with like bloodborne pathogens, we also learned that like
it's a little cold.
That's exactly why. Oh, good. Why we have to like properly sanitize and not reuse things. This is why also in the treatment room, whenever I like start like open a cartridge, I always let them see that's not open yet. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, let's go on to like school.
Wait, so here's the thing too with bloodborne pathogens, right?
Yeah.
We have to get certified for it.
Oh yeah.
Because if your practitioner, your skincare therapist or esthetician is not certified, did I get it? Sorry.
All good.
Is not certified for bloodborne pathogens, that means that they haven't learned enough.
Just use one cartridge. Because we'll do your face first, and then your nose, and all the bacteria, and then we'll do your scalp.
Oh girl, it's a different protocol.
Your scalp?
For skin pain.
Oh, what do you mean?
It goes like around like this. Center.
Interesting. But don't you have to...
They do nose last. Like they do nose and like around the...
What about the acne? What about acne?
Last.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because you can't spread it. That being said, that's also part of protocol. This is what we learned.
Science.
Yeah. It's also what we learned in school, like what during microneedling, is that you always, anywhere that contains bacteria is always last. Because we don't want to spread it around everywhere. And that's exactly what happened with my friend that got like explosive cystic acne after, because the bacteria was not contained and properly disposed of. Yeah.
Just doing lady shield.
How about juggling school and business? What do you have thoughts on that? Because we both juggled school and business. And honestly, she also had to like manage 2 people too.
I also managed 2 people, yes. It was like, it was so like, to me, it like took really like a lot of discipline.
Yeah.
And like be able to balance your life and like, you know, like see friends, spend time with friends. It's like it was very difficult.
Very.
And having to think about like the business and school at the same time is quite a lot.
Yeah, especially because you were like in for well, you were also in the science too.
Yeah.
So we were both like in medical stuff. So I was in nursing and she was going into what were we going into? Medical directing.
Yes.
And so that's a lot of information, which completely not trying to disregard like how much information we need and like it's relevant to our learning process. Because again, like proper education is so important, especially when dealing with like people's health, and because we're like supposedly healers for them, right? And they're like the people we trust. So learning about everything is necessary. So not trying to like disregard that. However, when you own a business and you have to manage that crazy schedule, because I was also taking 5 classes.
Yeah.
And
I learned not to take 5 classes.
and then I also had the business, and because we're like basically the one-man show for our business, even though you were a three-man show, but like on marketing side of things, because there's a lot
it's
of
a one-man show for marketing and managing the behind the scenes that take a lot of work.
Yeah, I felt like I was so emotionally drained because there was like so much happening in my life too at that time.
Yeah, girl, you were so, and like, it's not like your school was like, you know.
Oh yeah, I guess like also like the organization of the school matters too, because they definitely failed to really like help me through the process of like transitioning from upgrading to nursing school. Yeah, it was really stressful. I would say that if someone were to do this, like, or if I were to go back into school, is that I really had to prepare my mind and not take so many classes. But also just have like an organized schedule, like set times for things.
I feel like you need help. Like, I think someone helping you with the back stuff is very like important.
Yeah, like hiring somebody to do the BTS.
Because that's like the most difficult part of
just keeping up.
Yeah.
Because like the internet doesn't sleep. So that means we should not sleep.
And we have to keep up with inquiries and like all that stuff, even on like vacation.
Yeah.
Sometimes like when we want to shut down, we can't even shut down anything.
Yeah. But also like now that I learned more into business too, and obviously like not on my own, but like from other business owners too, you just learn that like you can't just have one stream of income. Like that is like the worst case scenario.
It's true.
So it's like if you relied only on your business, like of course your business helped you thrive. But like especially during school, you can't just have one stream of income.
Can't.
Yeah, I would say that. So making sure to ask for help when you need help and knowing when you need help.
But
and then having an organized schedule.
Sometimes we're so like hands-on that it's hard to like let go and shut down.
Yeah.
You know?
And just like hiring people and actually taking the time to like take care of them and show them the way. And then it's like also also at the same time allowing them to like flourish on their own.
That's the most difficult part, is training and like keeping up with that standard in between.
Yeah. How about like why I personally loved the institute we went to?
Like our Aesthetic Institute?
Yeah.
Oh.
Our school institute.
Well, why did you love it? You first, girl.
Okay, so now that I've been in the industry for so long, there are so many people who actually asked me about where I went.
Yeah, but you've been in the industry before, right? Before you started skincare and beauty and stuff.
It's true. I went to like several different schools for aesthetic, like all different certifications first, and then I finally took the plunge and took the whole course and diploma. But also like because when I have clients come in and they're thinking of going to aesthetic school, and I would totally encourage
you can
them.
also be an affiliate for them.
I also hear people who are already in a different institute
school.
or and like they tell me that we don't actually have real models, we don't have hands-on training and stuff, and it just kind of blows my mind
the difference
because it's like you can see, and a lot of the times when I tell like when I first graduated, I wasn't sure if I wanted to branch off on my own or continue like the business just like that and just where to find people. And then as I started thriving in it and just learning that, and so obviously at that time I was looking for a job. And most people are actually looking for people from our institute because of like how much hands-on work we do,
how much preparation and how much knowledge.
Yeah.
We went to the same school, by the way, just like a lot of years.
Yeah.
A lot of years difference.
Yeah, but like way back in the day, it was like harder. Than like when I came into the school, because they have like a handbook, right? So they have a handbook and you have to read it of all the rules that you have to follow in coming into the school and how you have to be dressed, proper, like all the properness of when you went to school. So I think we had like at least 10-year difference before we went, right?
Yeah.
So she went like straight from out of high school, and I went 10 years after she was graduated. And back then, the organization and the strictness, I want to say, of the school was very like top notch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you have to be like in school the whole entire time. It's like a full-time like shift kind of thing from like, you know, from like September. Like it was like a whole 10-month affair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like an actual school compared to how it is now, which is like really, I think it was like much more convenient for people.
Yeah.
Because you do all of your online stuff. Then you have a little, like you come into class, you do a little theory review to make sure you know your stuff.
Yeah.
Then you basically get a demo and then a hands-on, and you work on multiple models, not just one, because some places it's either you get 0 models to work on or you get like 1.
Yeah.
Like, that's not enough.
I feel like it's not enough because, like, for instance, like dermaplaning, honestly, the first time I held that knife, I was so terrified, and I was so thankful that the school actually made us practice on our arms first.
Yeah.
So even if we sliced our own arm, it would be fine because it's just our arm. But it's like when you're taking a knife first to someone's face, like I feel like even after my 3rd model, I was still kind of like nervous, and it was not my favorite treatment. Now that I've done like multiple people and so much hands-on work, like because I think we had at least 6 models for dermaplaning, right?
Yeah.
So with the 6 models, even by the 6th one, I felt like I was still not ready. So it's just like I can't imagine how the first model, or even just having 1 model and no model, how are you gonna be ready?
Right. And like the feedback is so important from your like educator.
Yeah.
Because like looking and testing your skills with 1 or like 2 models is like not enough to get feedback on.
Yeah. So I feel if I were to have a client, and even if you don't even want to be my client, I think the feedback on that is like knowing where each person has gone through their education, and doing the research behind like how much practice they've actually had, you know? That's what I would say.
And like for sure there's like great like classes out there, there's like great courses out there, but like you have to like consider comparing it to like if you're ever like a person that wants to take a course, you have to consider and compare like each course to each other where your, you know, like your knowledge will align, and how much confident you're going to be like leaving that course. Because if you feel like you're questioning if the course is good enough for you, then don't do it. You know, you have to be 100% sure that it's the right course for you.
I also feel like I'm just like super proud of like the school that we went to. Like I just feel like I never have to be like, oh, I went to here, but like I'm not proud of. Like I honestly, the first aesthetic school I went to, it's like, okay, I'm able to flash the name, but because they already have their name. But now I feel like a lot of people have came out about them, about how like all the other small courses they have made, because the school I went to was really known for like hair and aesthetics and their properness, right? That was like their original name. But now that they have all these smaller courses and certifications, which I did some of them, and I feel that a lot of people came out afterwards saying that like they're not really caring of their students stuff. and they don't really care who like actually graduates, who did the proper training to put them out there in the world to like do it for other people, you know. And I feel it's so important that like the school cares enough to like give you proper training to have all of that knowledge and, you know, feedback and to better yourself in order to thrive in like the future.
I feel like, but here's the thing, because I've been in the school as both a student and like as an educator.
That's true.
And from what I've seen is that majority sometimes would take a second like chance of going back to school because they need to further improve their knowledge because they haven't learned enough from the previous school they went to. And they always say something like, oh my god, this is like way more in depth, it's like way better. Like sometimes they would say like they wish they went there first instead of like the first school they went to.
That's so true, actually. I remember there's this one classmate I had, because you know how like every class we have different classmates, right? It's not always the same. And so we had like that one, I had that one classmate in this one class. I can't remember which one, but she was telling me she went to a different school prior to this, and she was like, I'm so glad I came here afterwards for more because I felt like I was left short with the other school. She's like, we didn't have any hands-on practice. Like I felt like I wasn't ready to like do anything, and especially something like chemical peel and like not knowing the proper protocols, like how many weeks to wait to do another one, you know.
Some people feel unconfident after going to like a different school, that they're always like, oh my god, why did I have to do this? Or like they don't stay in the industry.
It's true. A lot of them, like a lot of the people that I actually like, not the core people that I first went to class with, but like all the other ones, I don't really see them actually doing what they went for school with. Like I feel like they couldn't find a job. They just didn't stay in the field, so they had to go back to like whatever they did, you know.
That's okay. Here's the thing too. If you're ever like going to take an aesthetic course, like of course, like if this is your second time around and like, you know, you have your own business like you did, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like if you don't have that experience, I feel like if you, as a new graduate, it's better to find like a job.
Yeah.
Like a place where you can work at first.
Yeah.
Before you like venture out on your own, because then that way you're learning how the industry works, and you're learning how like how the business is run.
Yeah.
Because then that way, you know, you're prepared to like go solo if you ever need to.
Yeah, that's so true.
Because I feel like that's why so many like students that think, oh my gosh, I'm gonna start off on my own.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like some of them are having a difficult time, because they just jump being alone without even having a mentor, like, you know, to like help them.
Well, also like this is why I kept like you know, as one of my core people to go to. Like you were my mentor in school, and I'm like, wow, I'm actually like so grateful that you were like actually, because it's like you also had a business too at the time, and it's like we watched each other like grow, we watched each other and flourish, and we also like bounced ideas off of each other, like, or if something happened, it's like we were able to like, okay, let me just talk to like my mentor, and it's like it would be each other, you know. And I'm not saying it's a lie, because I feel that all of our colleagues in the industry that are doing really, really well, we are able to like ask them questions point blank, and they would be able to honestly answer us. And that's like another thing with the industry, is that a lot of times people don't know how to word it to their clients because they're a one-man show. And then they just feel that like people are like out to get them or something, you know. And it's just like, okay, but the thing is, do you actually take the time to like make those meaningful connections with other people in the industry?
Sometimes you have to.
You immediately deflect.
And you should be willing to, I guess, create the sense of like your coworkers and your like friends and like all of this stuff together.
Yeah.
Instead of feeling like you have to compete with that person.
Yeah.
There's plenty of like clients for everyone.
Yeah.
And of course, like each of us targets different group of people.
Yeah.
With different types of treatment.
Yeah.
So like you can't really I know it happens, but you can't really like fully compare yourself to someone when you're doing it on your own.
Yeah. I also feel that like from like, wait, where was it going? I don't even remember. I was gonna add on to what you were feeling. Oh yeah, okay, so like there's plenty of like clients for everybody, right? Mm-hmm. But I'm also thinking about like how sometimes like even in the lash industry, I always say that like, you know, even though a client doesn't want me to do the lashes, not because I'm not good enough, but sometimes it's like maybe it's my personality, maybe it's the whole experience, maybe it's the style that I do, you know what I mean? It's like we attract certain people and we make those connections with the people because they genuinely want to come see us and not just the service.
Yeah, it just depends really on the person.
Yeah, so I feel like it's nobody's fault that like if someone didn't want to come back to you. I feel like it's just the whole experience themselves. Maybe they want to try a different experience so they know what works for them. So I feel like a lot of times people just take offense like, oh my gosh, they stole my client, you know?
Yeah, it is a whole experience.
Yeah.
It's like we're providing you know, not only treating their skin, but some type of like healing session, like a therapy session.
Yeah.
So
we're free therapy, by the way.
Yeah, we're free therapy.
We're beauty experts, but we're free therapy.
We're free therapy dogs, you know?
We are a marriage counselor with only the one side coming. Which we got. I really feel like, because even though we had models in class, we had like, what is that, like
student spa?
Yes, and like they made us do like an extra 6 to 7 people afterwards. So like we literally got so much experience after. When we were out of school, I felt like I was ready to take it on. Anyway, that's why. Was there anything else different from you guys? Did you guys have more models too, or?
Yes. So the thing is, we had more. So we did. Well, it was kind of different because we actually worked in the spa, like as actual estheticians.
Oh.
So of course it's student pricing, right?
Yeah.
But like we worked in the spa. We also worked as receptionists sometimes.
Oh, so you actually got hands-on stuff of like how it runs.
Yes.
Wow, that's so awesome.
And we also got marked on our retail sales.
Wow. Oh yes, that's another thing that, well, actually we fell short with like retail sales during our time at school. So it's like very different from your time. But I'm thinking like that's one thing that a lot of teachers were preaching is like most of the time, like if you don't do retail, you're falling short in your business. And also like your commission with if you worked at a spa. So it's like knowing how to like retail stuff to your clients is so important too.
And like usually when we preach retail, it's usually like try to recommend a minimum of 3 each time.
Wow.
And make sure it like fits into the client's routine. Of course, like, you know, like you gotta find what's missing in your client's routine first before we recommend changing it.
Yeah.
Usually. unless they're actually looking to really change their routine already.
Huh.
Because it's important that we think about our clients' budget.
Yeah. Especially with the economy today. That's crazy.
I feel like it's so different these days compared to last year. That's what I found.
Huh.
But of course, as the economy gets better, hopefully the business thrives even more.
Yeah.
How are we feeling?
Good.
Is it like stinging or anything?
Nope.
Okay, good.
This is supposed to be sticky.
No. Maybe like a tiny bit.
Yeah.
Like if you feel a little sting, that's like okay. If it's like, you know, like burning, we don't want that right now. What else, girl?
No, I think that's about it. I think we really covered it all, like why we really loved the school, bloodborne pathogens. It's probably
and the teachers too.
Yeah, the teachers are so encouraging. I mean, you were one of them, so.
Of course. Because then you get to see different personalities in the industry.
Yeah. The problem also with Alberta is that it's so unregulated.
That's a thing.
And I feel like anyone can like buy anything, and it's like, okay, I can do this, and it's like they're not even properly trained.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, you better see that diploma or certification on the wall.
That's the thing, always look for certifications.
Yeah.
Because if you see that it's not certified or it doesn't look good.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Even if you do see the certification, you should also do like a little research on that.
Yes, on that school that they went to.
Yeah. But yes.
Because we know some schools out there are not enough.
Yeah. Well, especially with like bloodborne pathogens. Do that certification, guys.
Yeah.
Or look for that certification. Anyways, that is a wrap. We are done.
We're done.
We did it.
Thank you so much for watching and tuning in with Tea Time with the Double Ds. We hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please give this video a thumbs up. Comment below what you want to watch next, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!